Hey there, I'm Matt, co-founder at Helpt.
And I'm David, co-founder at Helpt.
And this is the Cool Kids Table.
This isn't your typical industry podcast. Each month, we sit down with MSPs, vendors, and channel pros to swap stories, share real insights, and have a little fun.
You'll get expert takes along with sports debates and some class clown moments. It's part grade school nostalgia and part real talk about what's going on in business.
No scripts, no sales pitches, just a real lunchroom conversation.
So grab your tray and let's hang out at the Cool Kids Table.
I'm Joseph Landes. I'm one of the two founders of Nerdio. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer, where I look after sales, marketing, and customer success. I worked at Microsoft for 23 years, and then I left to be one of the founders of Nerdio with my partner, Vadim Vladimirski. We are an ISV. We're a software vendor really that participates in the Microsoft ecosystem.
And welcome back for part two of the Cool Kids Table podcast. I'm Matt. I'm one of the founders here at Helpt. David, my co-founder, is with me.
Let's go on to the next one.
Overachiever, let's close it out.
As the CRO at Nerdio, which just hit $100 million in ARR, what advice do you have for small to mid-size MSPs that are looking to grow?
I think it goes back to what we talked about before. You have to listen to your customer, right? I mean, you have to start with the customer and work your way in. Obviously, the most famous company that talks about that all the time is Amazon. That's how Jeff Bezos started, by saying it's all about the customer, right? So I think you have to do that, and you have to really think about a problem that really needs solving, not just being sort of another person who does the same thing, but an organization that can really do something different, right? So there are a lot of MSPs in this world. How are you going to differentiate from the MSP down the street? Because there's definitely an MSP down the street. It could be one person sitting in her house. It could be a big organization. It could be the same size as you. But what's your unique value proposition? And I think that by speaking to potential customers first, that's a great way to start, and it's a great way to grow. And then I'd also say that, if you're an MSP and you're not like really fully in the cloud now, I think you might not be around at some point. People talk about AI. Everyone wants to talk about AI, right? And AI is great. It's there's a lot to talk about. But if you are still going and buying on-prem servers for people, you're not going to be taking any kind of advantage of AI. So, getting all your data, your customers' data in the cloud, getting your whole operation in the cloud, you're going to grow much faster than someone who has this kind of inertia holding them back.
So if you were starting an MSP today, are you looking to be cutting edge as a differentiator to show your clients that you're very modern, or is there something else you would focus on to be your number one key differentiator?
I mean, reliability is a great thing, right? I think you could get very far in life by just being a reliable person, by just showing up on time and doing what you say you're going to do. I think the most frustrating moments for me at Nerdio as we've grown the company are times that we said we were going to do something for someone and we didn't do it. And I think that's almost the most important thing before you even get into sort of what's the innovative nature of your business.
I talk about setting and meeting expectations all the time. You just have to set it and you just have to meet it. Yes, exceeding it is great, but if you exceed it 1 out of every 10 times, it's not as good as just setting and meeting everything. All right, so let's get you out of your comfort zone. Give us
I'm ready. Class clown, let's do it. I have a great friend, Josh Wilbur. He and I played just the absolute best pranks, in school growing up from kindergarten until 8th grade. We had one where we basically secured the keys to all the rooms in the school, in our grammar school. And one day we got to school early and we just went from room to room. We took all the chalk out, right? So, back then you just that's the only way to operate. You wrote on the blackboard with chalk, every room, and then we would sit there in the class, teacher would walk in. Oh my God, there's no chalk. She's opening her drawers, no chalk. And well, I guess we can't do anything today, right? Well, I guess not. We had many of those that were pretty great.
That is awesome.
Let's do class clown 100. Let's see what it says.
All right. Would you rather have to live stream every day for 3 hours or completely lose and never regain your digital presence?
Yeah, I'd probably live stream every day for 3 hours. I mean, I think I'd have enough to talk about probably. So, or at least people would find enough interesting things. I could sit there, read a book. I could tell people what I think about it. I could talk about Nerdio. I don't know. My digital presence, I think, at least while I'm with Nerdio, is pretty important. When I leave, you guys can do whatever you want with it, probably.
I think Twitch and YouTube have a lot of space for the New York Times bestseller daily live stream where you read a chapter of a book and then talk about those books. So if you're looking for something to do in your evenings, if you have a lot of free time on your hands, that's going to be my recommendation.
Good to know. Okay.
One more question, and then we'll
One
go
more
to
question.
our.
What about all the other ones?
We're going to bring you back for part 2, the champion series, whatever they call it in Jeopardy. Now we're going to go to our mystery lunchbox question. It's like Final Jeopardy. You get to wager as many points as you'd like to try to earn a spot on our leaderboard. We've been tallying, you have 1,600 points. So how many of those 1,600 points do you want to wager?
Oh, I'll wager it all. Like, why not? Doesn't everyone wager it all? Isn't that, I mean, what if I wager none? I can't win anything, right?
Exactly.
The mystery question is, which country is home to both the world's northernmost capital city and the world's oldest existing parliament? We gave you the softball leading up to this, and now this is the hard one. This is for all the points.
We rope everyone in, getting them to bet all their points.
So one of the other interesting sort of data points for me is I've been to 109 countries.
Oh, wow.
And I have this sort of life mission to visit every country in the world. Unfortunately, some of them are just a little bit too dangerous to go to now. But I did take a trip some time ago to Iceland. And I believe it's the most northernmost place I think I've been. And I would guess they have a parliament there. I'm trying to think. I was in Finland also, but I don't think Finland is more northernmost than Iceland. So I guess I'd go with Iceland.
My thought was the exact same. The Scandinavian countries and Finland probably have capitals further south in the country. Like I know Stockholm's pretty far south. Copenhagen, pretty far south.
Oh, look at
there
that.
you go.
Yeah.
There's Iceland.
Okay. Well,
Northern capital.
It's a great place to visit. If you've never been, it's very cool. Like there's a lot of interesting things to see there.
What did you do there? I hear the golf is great. I don't know if you're a golfer.
Yeah, I'm not a golfer. I did one very cool thing. I went snowmobiling on a massive glacier. Like a 20-mile long glacier or something like that. That was very cool. And I saw the water running down the glacier, so I took an empty water bottle and I kind of caught the water and drank it. I felt like that would be pretty cool to try, Yeah. Hopefully no one was like doing anything at the top that they shouldn't have been doing. But no, it's a great, beautiful place to go.
Nice. I love that. Well, thank you for playing. You did get that one right, so you doubled your final score to 3,200 points.
Now I know where you're getting all this stuff from. It's my LinkedIn. That's great. Probably shouldn't have wagered. Say that again. What country is home to what? Am I supposed to be seeing something on the board or not?
Hey, you're spoiling it. We're gonna have him back for a second one.
I know. I clicked the wrong button, and now I've got to go back.
Oh boy.
Is this a timed thing?
You've survived the lunchroom chaos. You've officially earned your seat at the cool kids table. So now, if our viewers want to see more of you, where can they find you?
They could definitely find me on LinkedIn. That's the place that I'm most active. So just type my name in, Joseph Landes. Love to see you there. You could always visit our company's website, getnerdio.com, and ask us any questions you want. And you could also reach me on email, jlandes@getnerdio.com.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very cool. So good to meet you all. Thank you so much for the opportunity. My team has told me for like a few years that I should do some kind of podcast. And honestly, I just don't want to be derivative and do the same thing everyone else is doing. And you all came up with a great idea. So if you ever launch the next one and you want to co-host, I'm all in with you. So let me know.
Awesome.
Let me know when Final Jeopardy is or whatever. And you don't even have to send me another lunchbox. It's fine. Appreciate the time.
Likewise. Thank you.
See you soon.
Joseph, do you have any idea what we're going to do today?
I mean, I heard something about a Jeopardy game. That's all I really know. So I'm game for anything. If you really want the truth on something, you first seek to understand what your customers and partners want to do, and then that should certainly guide you. It doesn't mean you don't have great ideas yourself. You certainly hope to, but the truth is always found at the customer and partner. Of course, I don't know how you found out all this information about me. You have to learn from failure. Not even failure. You have to learn from something that just doesn't go right.
I always think about the Henry Ford quote. What do your customers ask for? They ask for faster horses, and he went and built a car.
The book that I would say really changed my life is called A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mystery. As long as you keep things fresh, you'll be able to learn a lot of new things, gain a bunch of new skills, and ultimately what I think is the most important, really have fun.